Today we're going to hear a song that comes from the country of Ireland. As you can see, Ireland is an island. It's surrounded by water. It's separated from the United Kingdom, or the UK, by the North Channel and the Irish Sea. The capital city in Ireland is Dublin. As you look at this map of the world, it's pretty easy to find the United States. The United States is that big pink area of land up here. And if you want to go to Ireland, you would have to cross the Atlantic Ocean and go to that tiny little yellow speck right there. As you can see, it's much smaller than the United States. But if we zoom in, you can get a little bit better look. Now we live in the United States right around in here where that bend is right there. And if we were to get on a plane, we'd fly way across the ocean to get right there and see it still looks tiny. Little bitty speck. Rolling green hills, sparkling lakes, and countless ancient castles are scattered throughout the island known today as Ireland. Separated from England and Scotland by the Irish Sea and the North Channel, the island actually contains two Irelands. The Republic of Ireland takes up most of the island. Northern Ireland, which is a part of the United Kingdom, covers 5,456 square miles in the northeast tip of the island. Right there is Northern Ireland. And you can see again, the United Kingdom, or the UK, is way over to the east. The same warm Gulf Stream winds that keep Ireland's climate moderate enough to play golf all year around brought humans to the island 9,000 years ago. The Celts first made their mark on the island in about 700 BC. Celtic culture is still present in Irish music and art today. Although English is the official language of Ireland, the ancient Celtic language of Irish is still preserved in schools and signs across the country, as well as in traditional music. The famous St. Patrick brought Christianity to Ireland in the 5th century when Europe slid into the Dark Ages. Irish monks and scribes, the people who could write, preserved the literature and learning that are the basis of today's European and North American culture. Tragedy struck Ireland in the 1840s when potato crops failed across the land and caused a famine. More than 1 million people left the country, many of them coming to North America. The rich history, deep faiths, and even deeper emotions of the Irish people have been expressed in a long tradition of folk music. This music has remained a central part of Irish culture in Ireland and in every place the Irish have settled. In fact, the world's largest festival of Irish music and culture takes place each summer in a place called Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is, of course, in the United States. Irish ballads, like the famous Danny Boy, often pair sad stories with beautiful, heartbreaking melodies. But Irish jigs and reels are infectious, lilting melodies that almost force the listener to tap their toes. Easily portable instruments like tin whistles and bagpipes, fiddles and accordions, and the bodhrán, a handheld drum, allow Irish musicians to fill pubs and parties with the lilting sounds of their music. The tradition of step dancing, a thundering type of tap dancing performed by many dancers spread out in straight lines, often accompanies this rousing music. Like many Irish tunes, the Little Beggarman is known by several names, including the Red-Haired Boy and Gilderoy. This merry song was first printed in the early 1700s. Its quick, skipping melody has been a part of folk music ever since. perfect for you to dance a jig. In the song, The Little Beggarman, you're going to hear the words about rigadoo, which is a high-stepping dance. They often refer to Ireland as the Emerald Isle, and they speak of the Liffey River. The Liffey River is a river that runs right through the city of Dublin. Dublin is the capital city of Ireland, and this is a modern-day picture of it. Here is the song, The Little Beggarman. What we want to talk about first is something that is very important to Irish music, and that is its 6/8 time signature. Most all Irish music has a time signature of 6/8. That means there are 6 beats to the measure, and the 8th note gets 1 beat. Now this is that single 8th note that gets 1 beat. This feeling of 6/8 is what gives us the feeling or what we hear as Irish music. Another part that helps us hear and see that is is a rhythm that we would count by saying the word triple T. So we have 3 sounds, 1, 2, 3, for 3 notes. Now you're used to seeing 2 8th notes together, and we call that TT. I bet you said it before I wrote it. TT is just 2 notes, 2 sounds. Triple T, 3 notes, 3 sounds. And in this case, in this song, it's on diddly. A diddly-eyed little, a diddly-eyed dee. Doldy. That's going to be a little confusing, but I bet we'll get it.